darlings, today it's a super exciting day. I have one of my dearest, closest friends who's been a constant inspiration to me, and we have set so many trends together. It's inspired me in so many ways, and I have to say, it inspired the fashion world, the beauty world, and just the world. It is the one and only iconic Kate Moss.
Hello.
Darling, this is so exciting to be here with you again. I love being with Kate. I mean, literally, you are not only inspiration, but we have so much fun together. We shared incredible memories, and I wanted to look back at some of these amazing moments in fashion, trends that we've created, and share them with you. Going back to 1998.
No, I can't believe it.
Can you believe this? I know, well, exactly, you ended up marrying Jefferson. Exactly.
I know, I think that's
when you first met him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so
He interviewed me.
Exactly, so he interviewed you for this piece.
Yeah, I think so.
Which was like 1998, it was shot by Rankin, the fabulous photographer Rankin. And it was really fun because Katie Grand was styling this. They were like, Kate's coming, and I was like, oh my God, I'm dying to shoot with her.
That was the first flick.
And that was the first feline flick.
Oh my God.
And exactly, totally inspired by this amazing woman. I was like, we are always obsessed with cat eyes, aren't we? Exactly, and kind of looking like giving that cat kind of look. This was kind of the birth of the feline flick, and I remember also Katie Grand getting the spray, and I think maybe Rankin, all of us kind of spraying you as part of the artwork with these kind of cans.
Yeah, I think it was just white. Everything was just white.
Exactly.
And then they just like sprayed me.
Did all graffiti.
That was
exactly. They
me,
graffitied
exactly.
the top, graffitied the background.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
And then this one, here, this is another amazing memory. This is Castaway Kate. You were just amazing. We were in Manda Island off Africa.
This is one of my favourite shoots.
It is it's so beautiful. And so many beauty editors say to me, I've literally got that picture on my wall. Like over the years, it's like for the last
the skin you did on this was
I know, it was
so
gorgeous.
amazing.
You get so tan. It's like before.
No, but I don't think I was tan.
It's like, no, you
we
weren't.
We came straight from London and you made me
and it was
tan.
like, and we did that nude Kate, which actually became a lipstick, totally inspired by this lady here, fabulous. The nude Kate, but this one was, I remember kind of mixing concealer and Vaseline and kind of creating that kind of beiged out lip and the really tanned, and it was so beautiful. We're with Matt and Marcus, who are amazing talkers, and we shared many amazing memories with them.
It was just so much fun.
Was it?
We had the whole island to ourselves.
We did.
But it was amazing that you got the skin like so it didn't feel.
It felt matte. It was really matte. Exactly, like you've been sort of like I was cast away on an island. Exactly.
How did you do that skin?
We just sort of tanned and stained the skin
and made it stain. That's
and
why.
then put powder on it to make it feel like you were really kind of, just sort of again just that dusty kind of cast away.
I remember feeling like as the day went on, it didn't need any more.
It sunk into the skin.
Yeah.
It still inspired me today, as in if I think about my airbrush bronzer, it's still that very kind of matte airbrush, sort of as if you've been in the sun, cast away, but giving you that gorgeous kind of contour that just melts into the skin.
Oh yeah. It didn't feel like I had a layer.
Exactly.
It felt like quite natural.
Exactly, natural, like it just completely bled into your skin. So that.
Oh, is that what you're making to me? Oh, I see.
The airbrush bronzer.
Oh,
the airbrush bronzer.
Exactly,
the airbrush bronzer. That is a big inspiration. And supermodel body, but more the kind of the tanning, because we know, I mean, that was really kind of born out of a lot of the Victoria's Secret shows, the supermodel body, but the kind of, but putting
more
all the
glowing.
Kind of, more glowy, exactly. But that
shiny.
Kind of shiny, that gives you that kind of illusion of a longer leg, which I've used on you many times. Whenever red carpets or whenever you're wearing anything short, we did.
And I think in here you did that.
Yes, exactly. Supermodel body, exactly, and the French Vogue. So many of these shoots, when we were mixing different mediums, mixed in with bronze, all the rest of it, to create these things that then gave birth to so many products.
Yeah, of course. So you couldn't buy them.
No, exactly. You couldn't buy them. You made them.
Yeah.
And then it was like, go to the lab, and then that's how, Magic Cream started. This was kind of boyish, Bowie-esque.
Like grunge with a bit of glamour.
Do you remember that dress?
I wore that. I wore that to the launch of Another, I think. It was La Margiela Couture.
This one was the Alexander McQueen show. Obviously, none of us had, at that point, had ever really seen a hologram, and then seeing you suddenly with these chiffons, like this ghost, your spirit appear, it was so haunting, so amazing.
Yeah, because I was tempted to be there, obviously.
Yeah.
And he said, you could come in disguise, wear a wig and a hat. And then I thought, no, because it will just ruin the whole thing. The magic if I'm there. So I was in Thailand, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I phoned my friend who was at the show, and it had just finished. I could hear everyone applauding and people going
It was
wild.
wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
And,
I've got goosebumps now even kind of like
that
thinking
was
about that.
amazing.
It was,
He
God,
was a genius.
He was a genius. Sitting there with him and we were just like, I remember just almost like clenching his hands, just like, it was breathtaking. So this is another person actually we wish we could bring back.
I know,
George Michael.
But I mean, that I got to be friends with him.
I mean, that was
It was
amazing.
like a
Your
dream.
neighbour.
Yeah, my neighbour. But then to like actually
like-
get it and like for him to do a shoot with huge.
And also because Emmanuel Alt, the editor of French Vogue,
Yeah.
who's really
Huge
good friends with
fan.
Mario Testino, who's a huge fan, and we would
Yeah.
listen, we would be on so many shoots together, and we'd be like, play George Michael again and again and again, and then to finally like all of us to be
Have him there.
have him there doing a shoot was it was an amazing moment.
That was
Glamour.
the full glamour.
That was the full glamour.
It was full red carpet, and he was like my walker to the red.
Exactly, on
to
the red
Oscars
carpet,
or
exactly.
whatever, you know. And in my mind, in my
Mario
imagination,
Testino was always like, darling, let's kind of, get you kind of walking the red carpet and all these. Oh wow, look at these amazing moments. It's stunning. So gorgeous. Look how gorgeous he is.
Yeah.
You know what you were wearing there? Very much inspired by the Golden Goddess. You know, when I think about the 10 looks that I've created, you're such an amazing chameleon. You'll do the rock chick or all these different looks. So many of my looks are inspired by this amazing face.
Thank you.
And then this.
I know. I think this is the first time anyone made me
More sexy.
Yeah,
the
more
kind of-
sexy
exactly.
and that lip and everything. I was a
Exactly.
bit surprised
Everyone
that
had
my
always
face
seen
did
you-
that because I didn't
Hadn't
hadn't
yourself
seen. No, I'd never
like
seen
that.
myself like
No,
that.
exactly. It's true. My hands were always like, oh my God, this face that I can do so many things with. When I first saw Kate on camera, they were like, watch the way she comes alive. It's quite magical. And there's a spirit that you sort of channel something, that the camera just loves you. The channeling.
I start
yeah.
channeling or something
A spirit,
happens
yeah, 'cause-
because
yeah.
I can't really do it when it's like snapshots or anything. It's when
It's true.
It's when I'm on set and then I've got a character.
It was true. Whenever we're out, you're like, oh no, I don't want to take a picture, but yet you're like one of the most iconic models in the world. But when you're on set, it's a different. You're at work and you're channeling something else. It's quite amazing to behold. Let me tell you. And this set off another massive trend, like the huge trend. Everyone was like, I want that beige lip. Oh my God, I want the Kate lip. I want the Kate lip. It's like so great. And of course, I didn't have a brand in those days. It was like, well, actually, you can't really do this at home. I had to mix a million different concealers and things, and then. Of course, eventually we took that to the lab and created Nude Kate, and this is the kind of all born of these amazing moments. This one was amazing. This was in Sardinia, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It
at
was
their house.
At their house, at Margherita Missoni and Angela Missoni's house. This was a real birth of supermodel body. Like, I mean, it was like shines and gold shines and kind of elongating shines.
Gloss.
The gloss, exactly.
Gloss.
And then that actually became a massive trend. Suddenly we were seeing it in campaigns all over the place. Do you remember this moment?
Yes, I do. Because I just came over to go to the party with you.
Exactly.
Was it Mario's?
It was Mario's exhibition at the National Portrait Gallery.
And I said, oh please, give me
had-
that flick.
Give me the flick.
Yeah.
And we got out the eyeliner and just did that, and you got ready at the house. And I never forget, I was doing a show with Edward Engel, who we love. He got out that picture and he was like, this picture of Kate, but as an inspiration of like,
My
we want the
friends
Kate
called
look.
me and said that was the
It was like
epitome of
rock and roll.
Yeah.
It was. It was like, and everyone in Milan was like, we want the Kate look, we want the Kate look. Louis Vuitton. Oh my God, do you remember that in the desert in Dubai on the sand dunes?
Yeah, I loved it because it was like that I was the last girl to go, and I had my hair and makeup done for hours. Marc Jacobs was doing Louis Vuitton.
Exactly.
And we were just hanging out in the Winnebago while everyone else was working the boiling hot heat, and they were like 5 minutes left of flight, and I just went and laid there like that. It was quite good.
And the sand dunes were perfect, it didn't move. Exactly, we were there putting the supermodel
amazing
body on.
picture.
And this is another one with Marc Jacobs. It was such a great period of time when he was doing Louis Vuitton, and he's so into makeup looks and kind of references, and we made your skin paler, and we kind of did all of these kind of shines and a take on a 30s makeup, but bringing back a bit of a 30s, 70s
exactly.
kind of feel. This, talking of Bowie.
Oh, yeah, that was a good night. Do you remember how nervous I was?
Oh, I know, but you were brilliant though on
And
stage.
I had to go on stage at the Brit Awards.
The Brit Awards.
And I wore
exactly.
David Bowie's jumpsuit.
His jumpsuit.
Yeah.
You had to catch his award.
Yeah.
And
he gave me what to say and everything, so I had to say it was like David
This-
said, thank you. Yeah.
His speech.
His speech, I had to read his speech.
This was the earrings I'm wearing today.
Yeah.
Where we shot this in an amazing ancient Haman in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which is
And we were staying on the Bosphorus. It was amazing, wasn't it? that dress. That shoot was quite funny because they just kept throwing buckets of water at me. To me, because it was like steaming.
And the makeup, I was like, please,
and then the makeup, how you kept that makeup on. Oh yeah, these are good.
These are good.
Well,
Okay.
just because I got to wear the Rolling Stones clothes.
And
it's a dream come true. I couldn't fit in their trousers because they had like, you know, hips like
I
this
think
big
there's
in
a
the
pair.
60s.
I remember you
but
saying.
one of the jumpsuits was too big for me. Mick
Exactly.
Jagger's.
Well, I
this
remember
one was, and
that.
I was quite pleased about that.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was thinking about the beginning of the brand and Anita Pallenberg when I launched my brand at Selfridges back in 2013, and you know the rock chick, which you've always inspired me in that kind of way. You've always had that look with the eyeliner and the rock and roll hair and everything. I remember when I did the interview with her, she was looking at the 1930s kind of movie stars, but then deconstructing everything, and that's kind of I suppose how it evolved to kind of the rock chick phrase kind of
because
came
she
about.
loved like sequins and lame and you know, and I think about that beige lip is very Anita.
It's very
as
Anita.
well.
Yeah, that very kind of like paled out and the black eyeliner.
I remember this morning because this was the first picture, and you'd done like a fresh makeup, and then you got the freckle pencil out, which I now call pencil of youth.
Pencil of youth.
What pencil is that?
So that is Foxy Brown, this pencil here.
Oh.
And you've also
is it really a lip pencil? Then?
It's really a lip pencil, and I use it as a freckle pencil to across here, and the way it kind of sits on the skin. And you were wearing Pillow Talk on your lip. I love this cover of you. So fresh, so gorgeous. And then that was the other cover that we did. This was Kate's world, how chameleonic you are in the way that you can do so many, morph into so many different characters. There was showgirl Kate, going out Kate, there was sort of rock chick Kate, Breton Kate.
Yeah.
But a bit like the 10 looks of my brand, kind of like, you know, how in fashion we kind of channel all those different looks.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, oh, we're doing a Golden Goddess, they're doing,
like
we're doing
the Calvin Klein Kate.
Exactly, the Calvin Klein Kate. Exactly.
The rock chick Kate. Let's go to it. Yeah. I remember them when I see them, but it's amazing when how much work we've done.
Oh my God, so much work. I mean, that's
you see it all
Glastonbury
together.
Kate. Well, that's an off a worldwide trend for Wellington boots.
I love these.
I love these too.
That red lip was that yours or was
that was mine? Bright red.
The
lip
light
gloss.
and the contour was amazing.
Again, how you kind of, for me it was a big inspiration. It's kind of like channeling that kind of Marlene Dietrich because you've got amazing bones like her, those killer cheekbones, darling, that you have. When I came up with Beauty Light Wands, it was thinking about how the photographers played with light and what the photographers would do with kind of, you know, the light that would go onto the cheekbones when they put torches or silver light reflectors underneath the face, the way that it lit up. So that's kind of how I came up with so many products, thinking about the lighting.
Yeah.
Hollywood Flawless Filter, you know, it's all those kind of filters that they would put on the face. It's kind of all inspired by that. And then this, Scent of a Dream.
Yeah.
We had all the choreography, which was done by Nathan Mitchell. It was fabulous. And he got everyone dancing, and you were brilliant. We had Candy Stanton playing, which is one of our favourite songs of all time. And then we had that moment where she played after we did the shoot, and we were dancing
on the stage.
I know, I just going wild.
So much fun.
And then another amazing memory for this is when we, at the launch, we did that whole launch in Covent Garden, and then I got hold of Candy Stanton through a friend of mine, and then she sung at the launch. That was amazing.
I could not believe it.
I know.
In the middle of Covent Garden.
In the middle
Candy
of
Stanton, like
I know.
legends.
You've got the love. I mean, oh.
Yeah, it was great.
That was a real moment for me, really kind of.
Yeah, I got big goosebumps.
Yeah, goosebumps. Yeah. So many memories. God, I wish we could be here all day and I'd never let Kate go.
We could talk about all day. There's always a story that goes with each one.
Sam at Night, we haven't talked about our gorgeous friend Sam at Night, who
he did a lot of shoots with us.
He has been part of the journey with us on so many of these amazing moments, and Katie England and George Cortina and Lucinda Chambers, and we love them all, and we've had incredible memories, so thank you for being with us here today. But one last thing before you go, I want to say to you, your skin is, I mean, I have to say, it's just Kate, just the body, the face never ages. I mean, you're like...
It's you, darling. It's all your products.
I was going to take all the credit. I really wish. You've always really taken care of your skin. You have got incredible skin, and just you being the face of beautiful skin has just been amazing. What makes you feel beautiful, I suppose, or kind of make you feel like you have that glow?
Your beautiful skin. Foundation, I mean, definitely helps. And moisturiser.
Yeah,
I think I just like to have that glow.
That glow. Well, it's like that thing that it gives you, that radiance.
Yeah.
One last moment is this Alan Jones moment where Sam at Night did do the hair.
That was legend. I mean, I was quite nervous because I thought, oh my God, am I going to look all right in that bodysuit? Like, I just stood behind it, do you remember?
Yeah.
And it was quite static and it's quite old, but it was
tiny as well, but it was made.
It looked
did he
amazing.
model it on you? Did he make it on you?
No, it was one of his old pieces that he...
that just fitted you like a glove.
Yeah, from the 60s.
But you have been so inspirational to so many artists as well. Kate's inspired so many different people, but artists as well. Alan Jones, and we also did a project when I first launched the brand with Chris Levine.
I love him.
We love him. His light work, the way he captures spirits, the way he kind of does that. Remember, he plays that meditative music.
And puts the cross. And
yes.
then you close your eyes and meditate on the cross. It's incredible the way he works.
It is incredible.
It was really amazing.
Your spirit comes out of the picture in the most amazing way. I have loved looking over and back at all our kind of magical, amazing, beautiful moments that we've kind of shared together. But thank you for sharing this with us. It's been so wonderful and magical. Mwah! And love you, Kate.
Thank
always.
You, Charlotte.
Love you.